I know, but he will end up blowing up the phone with notifications.
All right, grab me my my other phone so I can see the chat, please.
It's why I could barely play Pokemon Go.
Guys, forget cereal. We need to clean up our messes.
I barely play Pokemon Go because
Put this in the fridge in the bottom, please.
every time I connect to the internet, all of a sudden my phone would start slowing down.
All right, earlier this morning, I went ahead and made hamburger patties, and I went and froze them. I was only supposed to freeze them for a couple hours. I fell asleep. I froze them longer, but so that was kind of my bad. But this should still work. I got freezer paper right here. I am going to cut the freezer paper in squares. And put them in this container. I got more I'm gonna make. I'm not doing it this second. I promised my son I'd play a game with him, but I wanted to do this real quick. Alright, this is not why I want this, because I can see the back of my neck. But anyways, let's get you the right way here. There we go. But this morning I put these in the freezer. I only meant for them to be in an hour or two. And then I ended up falling asleep taking a nap. So I'm gonna a little bit longer than I wanted in there, but I don't think it's gonna do any harm. But I'm gonna take this freezer paper and I'm gonna cut them into squares. First time I've done this, so we'll see how it goes. I have never done this, so this is a learning process for myself. But I am actually going to take this, cut this up. Apparently my stove's been on low this whole time too. I'm sure they don't have to be perfectly sized. They just want to make sure that there's enough paper in between each pie so they don't stick. This is a big roll of freezer paper. My husband spent $18 on this freezer paper. He spent $18 on it. But I will tell you now, just looking at the size of that, this paper will last me a very, very long time. I think this was actually meant. He found this in the hunting area, so I'm sure that's what this was meant for like hunters and everything. Just putting them in there. I probably could even go smaller on this piece of paper. I really, really meant to not freeze it this bad, this hard, because I want to be able to squish them in better. Teach me to take a nap in the middle of doing something like this. So my next ones, I'll be careful and not take a nap. Because I did not mean to leave this in there that long. But what's done is done. Ain't much I can do about it now. But I'm going to stick a freezer paper under there just in case of each one of those. Actually, just mind line the whole thing up with freezer paper. Just so nothing sticks on the bottom. So there, I just took this perfect size by chance. That was kind of neat. Probably can't do that twice. Hey guys, how you doing? Hey Jody. Hey Scott. Anyways, that was neat by chance. I don't think I'll ever pull that one off again. But I'm gonna put a piece of paper in there. Once again, I'm supposed to do something like this. But I've said it before on my channel. I have fibromyalgia. And I am lethargic a lot of the times from it. Most of the time. And that's why I do stuff like this. One of the reasons why I do things like this, because it really does help me fight it, keep me moving and keep me busy. And once I slow down and I sit down and I don't do anything, I tend to go to sleep because I fight that all the time. So it's very hard for me to not sleep. And because I just did that, I just put all those in there and they're sliding all over. Those are completely solid, frozen solid. And I am echoing because of that, but I feel that, so I will find something to do and not sit on the couch and wait. I will find something to do. I'll probably cook those up right away. And when I go and do my next batch of hamburger, which will probably be tomorrow, I'll do my next batch most likely tomorrow because I got other things planned for today. I will do a better job on that, and I'll fill up that whole container. It won't be until it won't be until because I think I answered this question for this morning for you too. It won't be at least until the summer. If I do it again at all, it won't at least and not until the summer, if not way later. I don't have enough followers. My stream, I'll be honest, got really boring. Wasn't much to do. My little one was at school during the day. I had my kitchen clean, my breakfast done. My house was clean by 10 o'clock in the morning. I don't lead that very of an exciting life, I should say. I have a happy life, but not super exciting. So I might do something like that when the kids are out of school. So I have more to engage with my audience because I slept that last 10 hours. I slept most of it. Like I said, because I have fibromyalgia and I have to fight being lethargic, and I slept through a lot of it. So if I do a stream like that again, it won't be till summertime. And probably not until I get a lot more knowledge. So also might do it a little differently. And this time, I'm probably not gonna announce that I'm gonna do it. I'm probably just gonna do it and see who notices, and see who doesn't. Um, that way, it'll also set myself up to fail. And I really think I set myself up to fail on that one because I didn't have enough content. I rushed into it. I didn't think it through. I didn't have enough content to engage my audience. And so something like this actually really should be planned. So that's another reason why during the winter I don't have much to engage with you guys because this is still pretty frozen. Much to engage with you guys. Yeah, this is still pretty freaking frozen. It's almost like scooping up ice cream. So we're gonna let this sit out a little bit longer because it's still pretty frozen. What I want to do is I don't like how cakey these came out, and I think it's because I substituted the butter with some of the butter with cream cheese, and what I should have done was keep the same amount of butter and added cream cheese. So when this gets a little bit cooled down a little bit, sorry, can't really see what I'm talking about. When I get this to stop, so where it's not so frozen, I'm gonna add butter to it and then I'm gonna bake them. But the middle's still pretty frozen. I'm gonna just set that off for a little bit longer. Then I'm gonna melt some butter, probably half a stick, maybe just a quarter. Melt some more butter. See if I can get this soft enough so I can actually blend it with my hand mixer because I did not have one when I made this. And I'm gonna cook up that cookie dough. Those are my plans for the day. I will be honest, I suck at sticking to plans. This is gonna be a short stream for the moment. So I'm gonna make myself some tuna fish. I can stream that if you want me to. I'm gonna make myself some tuna fish real quick. I'm gonna eat, and then I'll be on it a little bit later. My son and I are gonna fish the game Kamigami, and I'm also doing reading time for another subscriber. Wants me to read a book just for him that he picked out and he gave me to do. So when will I go live? I'm live every day, just not doing the challenge. I'm not doing the challenge till summer, and I don't know when. And that's even if I do it this summer. It just really depends. I'm probably not going to even tell anybody that I'm going to do the challenge, but I'm live every day until I start working. When I start working, I will let you guys know. I will let you guys know, and I'll actually schedule times to stream. And if I start working, I couldn't do that anyways because I can't stream when I'm at work. So I wouldn't be able to do a challenge like that if I start working till I got really big and was living off of YouTube. And chances of that, I don't know. But this is going to be a pretty short stream. I've applied for a couple places. I am being really picky right now on where I'm going to go work because I want this job to last for a very, very long time. So I'm checking out different places and they're checking me out, and we'll go from there. I'm enjoying this whole thing, staying home. I won't lie. I haven't been able to do this. Oh man. I've had a job, full-time job, continuously. I've always had a job for past 25 years. Very rarely did I, if I took a break in between jobs, it was just my pregnancies, and it usually was only a few months. Um, I think the longest I ever went without a job was like 6 months, and that was due to my pregnancies. So, but I know the past 15 years I've not taken a break except for a 3 month break in between one job, and that was it. Um, and that doesn't include now. So, past 15 years I've worked my ass off, like completely. So, am I gonna cry? Why would I cry, honey? I'm not gonna cry. I enjoy working. I love to work. It's just kind of nice to have a break once in a while. But I am gonna make some tuna fish. I'm gonna back you guys up just a little bit because you're seeing more of my damn head than you are anything else. Now I have no reason to cry, Jody. I have a good thing going on, and right now, in a few weeks, I'll be caught up on my bills finally, and my YouTube, my streaming's going really well, so I have no reason to complain at the moment. So I'm gonna make some tuna fish, have some tuna fish, and then I'll be on the stream again after I'm done making this. I'll be on stream again, playing Kamigami with my son. We started a game a few weeks ago, and now we gotta finish it. We don't have time. life does get hard. I'm not going to say that. My life has been a roller coaster for the past year. Between my mother-in-law passing away, and she was more than just a mother-in-law to me. She was a mom to me. Um, I've been with her son for over 20 years. Um, we had our ups and downs, her and I, but we've always been close. I was always the daughter she never had. She only had three boys, and we always got along. She was a great woman. With her passing, my dad having a stroke, us moving in from one side of the country to the middle of the country, I've had a lot going on. I've had my ups and downs, but you just roll with it. Take it as it comes. But the way I look at it at this moment, I have a roof over my head. My kids are healthy. I'm healthy. I have food in my stomach. And I'm about to have all my bills caught up so we can start over. So, it's about all I can ask for. Not even where you guys can really see what I'm doing. Sorry. Trying to do a better job at keeping up on my chat. Because I tend to get lost in what I'm doing. And I walk away from the phone. And then 20 minutes will go by. And I won't talk to anybody. I'm trying to get better at that. There's some onion powder. I don't want to put too much seasoning in it. I had tuna fish the other day. I ended up getting really sick, and I don't know if it's because of the tuna fish or the pigs, or the pizza. They don't have a gallbladder, and both, if I'm not careful, both of them can make me sick. So I'm trying to be really careful and not go nuts and eat smaller portions from now on because I got super sick. That's why I stopped my challenge. Because I made myself really sick because I ate too much. I went too long without eating, and I was super hungry, and cause me to overeat in one setting. So I'm trying to eat a little bit at a time. But it had to be from something I ate. And I've had my gallbladder out for a year now. And I've never gotten that sick from it. So I just gotta think a little overconfident in how much I can eat and what I can eat without getting sick. Oh, good night, love. Hi. How are you? I don't know why we're saying good night. Not close to night time for me. Unless it is for you. It's only 1:47 in the afternoon for me. I just made plain old tuna fish with mayo or Miracle Whip. I don't like mayo with my tuna fish. And I'm just dipping Cheetos into it. I don't put anything in it special. I just something for me to snack on. I did just get done putting my hamburger in the freezer. Hamburger patties back in the freezer. Freezer paper. I'll end up putting this in the fridge. And just snack on it here and there throughout the week. Yeah, it's cold outside. Let's step outside. It looks cold. Whether or not it actually is, I couldn't tell you. But I prefer to use this as a dip than I prefer tuna fish on a sandwich. Just like I like to make, which I have to do it sometime. I like to take tuna fish, peas, and cheese. My cheese that I make. Cheese melt that I make. And I like to use that as a dip as well. I like to take like butter flavored crackers, and I like to take them, and I'll Yeah, I use my bags for everything. I don't bother to buy bags. I use my Walmart bags. I save money. Make sure the air is. I just tuck it in. Make sure the air is out. Tuck it in. If I don't have a lid for the bowl, I save money, and I do it this way. I've never had an issue with it. It's never caused me any problems. So that's why I do it that way. So I'll have to make that sometime for you too. I know this week I'll be making meatloaf. Excuse me, as well. Okay, so anybody's wondering what I like to drink. I love pure leaf sweet tea. This stuff is the bomb. I love it. They have unsweetened, extra sweet. They have like raspberry or something like that too. I'm not sure. But personally, this is my favorite. It's regular sweet tea. It's not too sweet. It's actually really, really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this, guys. I love you guys. Thank you everybody for joining. You guys are awesome. I know it's a shorter stream than I normally do, but it was a half-hour stream. Love you guys. Thank you for the likes. I'll talk to everybody later. Bye.